Hi, welcome back to 5 Principles Cuisines vegan cooking tutorial, and today we're cooking a tasty lasagna. So what we're going to start with is our base. So our base is going to consist of our vegetables and our soya ground round, which is the meat portion of our lasagna. We have some onions diced, we have some tomatoes diced, we have our red, green, and yellow bell peppers chopped up finely. We have some Scotch bonnet peppers that are chopped up very fine. This is what our Scotch bonnet pepper looks like when you see it in the store. That's a green one. Red ones are more hot. We have some kale that we're going to sprinkle inside of our lasagna, and some mushrooms. Okay, so what we want to start with is our hot pan on the stove. We want to get our oil into the pot, right? You want to avoid putting oil in the pot when there's water in there. But once you have your oil situated in the pan, you want to add your onions and tomatoes first, right? Good. Don't worry if anything spills out. You'll be good. Dog or the cat can get it. There's your Scotch bonnet peppers we're putting in now. We're going to put in our bell peppers now. And we're going to give that a stir. Delicious smells and flavors in the kitchen. Okay, we're going to add our mushrooms next. Mushrooms don't take a long time to cook. You can eat mushrooms raw. That's a good thing with vegan cooking. A lot of your food can be eaten raw. So there's not much of, you don't have to have a cooking process whenever you're preparing a meal. Hence a beautiful salad. Next, we are going to add our soya ground rounds. This is a soya-based product, and it's all plant-based. Looks like beef, but it's not. And can taste like beef, but it's soya ground round. You want to crush that up in your pot and give it a stir. Let the vegetables love the food in there. At this point, you want to maybe add just a touch more oil. You don't want it to be too oily, but enough so that it can get a good browning on the bottom of the pan. We're going to add some salt. We're going to add some all-purpose seasoning. We're going to add some garlic powder. If you do not have whole garlic, you can use garlic powder. And some black pepper. White pepper is also another substitute you can use for black pepper. And give that a good stir. Now that your soya ground round for the lasagna has been cooking for about 10 minutes. We want to make sure that all the vegetables have given off their flavors in the pot. We want to add our pasta sauce to the pan. And then we want to mix. We're gonna add just a tad bit of water. Add just a little bit of water so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. And allow that to simmer just for another 5 to 10 minutes, and then you'll be ready. For 5 to 7 minutes. Turn down your flame. Cover your pot. So our soya ground round base for our lasagna is finally complete. Now it's time to put our lasagna together. So you're going to get your pan, and to build your lasagna, what we want to do first is to coat the bottom of the pan with a bit of your sauce. Right? And this is just to prevent any of the noodles from sticking. Good. We're going to place our noodles that we've boiled in the bottom of the pan. And this is going to be a layering process. So you can layer with obviously a bigger pan. You would layer as many as you need, right? So we have some broken pieces. We'll fill the side there like that, right? We want to top with our soya ground round sauce. First, I like to sprinkle a little bit of greens in there. If I don't use spinach, you can use kale. Does just the same. And then we sprinkle our cheese on top, and that's one layer. Okay, so now that we're going to finish layering our lasagna, we're going to add sauce to our top layer. I'm going to coat it finely at the edges too, so that the edges don't dry out and burn as much in the oven. I try to tuck the edges in to prevent the burning of the edges, because we want every little bit of that pasta. And then we're going to top with our cheese. And it's ready for the oven. Now you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you're going to put your lasagna in, not your onion, your lasagna in for about 25 to 30 minutes, and your lasagna should be complete by that time. Our lasagna is finally ready and out of the oven. It's been about 45 minutes. Cooked to perfection. We are now going to cut a piece and plate our food. And there you have it, your vegan lasagna.